YouTube timestamp links and YouTube chapters, what they are, why you should use them, and a complete tutorial on how to add chapters to YouTube videos. Plus, 3 crucial points you need to know to avoid video chapters not working. Hi, in this video we're going to look at how to add YouTube timestamp links in the description of your videos so that you can help viewers better navigate and enjoy your videos. I'll also share my insider tips on how to choose the chapter titles so that you can get those time codes ranking in Google search results to generate even more traffic to your videos. I'll discuss all of this and much more inside this video. Just real quick before we start, you can find all the links to everything I mentioned in this video in the description box below, and make sure you stick around to the end where I'll share with you a free resource that can help you easily accelerate your video ranking results using keyword research and YouTube SEO. So without further ado, let's dive in. I'm definitely an advocate of practice what you preach. So if you want to jump right to the part where I show you how to add YouTube chapters, you'll find chapter markers in the description below. Alternatively, you can stick with me while I give you a quick overview of what chapters are, where they appear, and why you should use them. So firstly, what are chapters? And are YouTube chapters different to timestamps? Yes, is the answer. They are slightly different. A timestamp is simply a time added into the video description box, which when clicked will take you to that point in the video, but nothing else. Chapter titles, or chapter markers, appear as segments in the scrubber bar of the video and as a title below the thumbnail preview. They provide info and context to each portion of the video and let the viewer easily rewatch different parts of the video. In total, you can see chapters on the video progress bar, as a list in the video description, as thumbnails underneath the description box, and in Google search results. On YouTube, if you click the chapter title right next to the video timecode under the progress bar, a separate chapter box will display, showing a full list of the chapters in chronological order, and you can click any of these to navigate around the video. This applies on desktop and mobile. On Google, when they show a video that has chapters, those chapters are shown underneath the video on desktop and mobile. In some cases, Google may even show a chapter of your video as a featured snippet or suggested clip. These are often referred to as featured clips. These are videos pulled from YouTube that appear in the featured snippet 0 position spot. Unlike the traditional video carousel, a featured clip auto starts and stops at the exact section of the video that answers the searcher's query and allows the user to instantly get an answer to their search query without clicking on any of the results. The chapter feature is automatically enabled when you add chapter information to your video's description, and they are available to every YouTube user. In some cases, YouTube may add automatic chapters to your videos, but not all videos are eligible for automatic chapters, and not all eligible videos will have automatic chapters added. But in my experience, I have seen this happening more and more over time. Next, I want to cover why you should use chapters and how YouTube gives you love when you do. Firstly, adding chapters helps your viewers navigate around within your video to find the parts that are most important to them. This gives your audience a better viewing experience and can help keep them engaged and on YouTube, which is the goal of YouTube. Secondly, Chapters help YouTube and Google to understand what your content is about, so that your videos can be delivered to the people to whom your content is most relevant. Also, your audience turns from being passive viewers into viewers who are actively interacting with your video, and this sends a positive signal to YouTube that your content is resonating with your audience. Chapters can be an integral part of your video optimization. If your content can be split into logical sections and chapters created for those sections, this can help with ranking your video in Google, because clickable timestamps and titles get indexed by Google. So now, on to exactly how to add chapters to YouTube videos. Chapters can be added during video upload or later in edit mode. Personally, I prefer to do mine at the point of upload, but for the purposes of this example, I'll add them to an existing video. I recommend you do what works best for you. So let's open a video that doesn't yet have chapters added and select Edit. Scroll down to the description box. So let's say here and make some space. I like to add a heading called timestamps when I do this, but it's not necessary. This is where we get to the first of the 3 crucial points to remember when adding YouTube chapters. Your very first chapter must always start at 00:00, regardless of where your chapters actually start. Otherwise, your chapters won't work. I like to use my video title for this first title because it helps with video SEO, and it's another way to confirm exactly what your video is about. So let's go ahead and put that in. 00:00 space, and then we go up to highlight the video title, copy, come back down to where we were, and paste. So that's the first one done. As a general rule, try and keep your chapter names short, clear, and where you can and it makes sense to do so, use the keyword phrases that you found in your keyword research stage as chapter titles. This will definitely help when it comes to your video appearing in Google search results. You can add as many chapters as make sense for your video, but, and here comes the second crucial point to remember, there must be at least 3 timestamps and titles in your list for the chapters to work. Next, continue to play through your video until you get to the point where you want the next chapter to start. So if we scroll back up to here, we can play our video. And then when it gets to a suitable point that we want our next chapter to be at, we can simply pause it. So I think that makes sense for us. So that's at 0:16. So we come back down, we type in 00:16 space. And then for this chapter, it makes sense to call it How You Can Put an End to Struggling for Clients. How you can put an end to struggling for clients. New line. Back to the video. We scrub through some more. And you can speed the process up if you wish by hopping along if you know your video content. Okay, so for us, the next one is at 1 minute and 8 seconds. So we scroll back down we type in 01:08 and we're going to call this how to make your business work. How to make your business work. To complete your titles, you need to run through your entire video, adding chapters where appropriate. The third crucial point to remember is that each chapter needs to be at least 10 seconds in length. So as you run through and add your chapters, make sure there is at least 10 seconds of content between each one. Once you're done, hit save here. And then before you move on, do a final check that your first title starts at 0000 here. Make sure you have at least 3 chapters. Make sure there is at least 10 seconds of content between each one, or they won't work. If you go now and view your video, you should see the actual chapters are there in the progress bar. So let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see here, we've got the separate chapters. And as I hover over them, you'll see that you also see the name of the chapter. And you can skip between the chapters by just clicking on the relevant bar. If we scroll down and show the full description, you'll also see that the chapters appear here as little thumbnails underneath the description box. Once added, chapter markers get updated straight away or within 24 hours. If not, check that you've formatted them correctly. On mobile, it's more or less the same. You can see the chapters underneath the video and you also see the separate chapter sections. If you find your YouTube chapters not showing after following this tutorial, you might want to check if your channel has any active strikes or if the content may be inappropriate to some viewers. The video chapters feature won't be available if this is the case. To summarise this YouTube timestamp tutorial, we've learned how timestamp links are different to YouTube chapter titles. I demonstrated why, when it's appropriate, you should definitely add YouTube chapters to your videos to help your viewers better navigate and enjoy your videos. And we've covered how to choose the chapter titles so that you can get those time codes ranking in Google search results to generate even more traffic to your videos. Plus, we've discussed the 3 crucial points you need to know to avoid video chapters not working. I also have one final bonus tip for you. When you know you're going to add chapters to your video, try and refer to the fact chapters are included during your video intro so that people know they have the option to use them if they wish. So now that you have a clear understanding of how to add YouTube timestamp links to create chapters in your video description, for those of you who really want to maximise your results and rankings on YouTube, I've put together a free fast-track video ranking and growth blueprint that steps you through the principal YouTube keyword research process and shows you the ranking factors that will help you accelerate your results so that you can get more views and subscribers for your channel faster. Go grab your copy, it's totally free. And before you go, I'd like to say thanks for visiting my channel, where I share content to help you produce better quality videos faster so you can elevate your business or brand and grow your audience online with video. If you feel like you've gained some value from this how to add timestamps to YouTube video, please let me know by hitting the like button. It's very much appreciated and helps me create more of the content you want. Now it's your turn to add video chapters on YouTube in the next video you make, because action breeds clarity, and because information alone won't help you progress, you have to take that next step and try it for yourself. If you want to discover more about keyword research for YouTube and how to get more views and subscribers using YouTube SEO, you can take a look at this video here, or possibly here. So that's all from me in this video. Go and have some fun with YouTube chapters, and I hope I catch you on the next video. To your success, and enjoy the rest of your day.